Hello and welcome to another Age of Sigmar 3rd edition battle report. Today we are doing something a little different. We're doing like a prelude to our Path to Glory forces, and I'm joined by the lovely Kev. Welcome back. Back for another round.
So last time played the Idneth. Great fun with those. Love them. But I've been playing vampire counts or Graveguard or Soulblight Gravelords, whatever you want to call them, undead, since
the dawn of time.
30 years at least.
That's love.
So this is my favourite army. I love the horror aspect of it. I like these evil, scary vampire lords and, you know, their minions who are all backstabbing and just trying to get their own power.
It was literally like, this is the book you've been waiting for. Really.
And it's a good book. It is a really good book. Yeah, you've got the different bloodlines in there, or dynasties as they're now called. Bloodlines. You know, bring me back my Necrocs. And it's just got some fantastic options in there to play about with.
Yeah.
Some people talk about the meta for it. You know what? If you've seen me play, you know I'm just going to go for the fun, cool stuff, which you'll see in my list.
He says with zombies. Moving on.
Everyone's painted at least 60, right?
Yeah.
Fair?
At least. It's impressive.
Soul destroying.
Yeah. But this will be Kev's Path to Glory force for the upcoming campaign, and we're just trying out, and I am of course playing the Kruleboyz. They're cunning, they're coming from the swamp, they're coming at you. Let's get to the game.
And he's painted them really pretty
Ooh.
too.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Let's get on.
Let's do it.
Hello, right, so I'm going to walk you through my 600 point Path to Glory army. Now this is just a test game, so things might change, but probably not. So I'm going to take Vycross Dynasty. I've not really used it, but a lot of people are raving about it. I do like the strength of the pack. There's the Wolf, which +1 to wound, which is going to be on most of my army. And the strength of the Wolf is the pack, re-rolling spell casting with the Vampire, brilliant. But that's not why. What I really want to use is the command trait Spore Trackers. Adding 3-inch move to my zombies at the start of the turn. Because a movement, a guaranteed charge of 21 inches is proper World War Z, yes, it's a bad movie, World War Z, fast running zombies. It's just fantastic. And I really want to see the look on Nick's face because he thinks they can only move 18. This better go out afterwards. I'll play him beforehand. So yeah, I'm going to be using the Vycross Dynasty. I've got a Vampire Lord, and I've yet to name her, and to be fair, she's still in a little tweak on the paint job as well, but she's coming along nicely. I've got a Necromancer, and feel free in the comments to see if you recognise where the model's from. It is a Games Workshop one, but it's been tweaked again. I've got 10 skeletons, or 10 death rattle skeletons, and a unit of 20 Deadwalker zombies. That'll get bigger. I do like skeletons, I do like Deathwalker zombies, they are my favourite of the main battle line ones, but if you saw the picture lurking in the background there's a Varg Skier. Now, I think in these small games the Varg Skier might dominate. We'll find out. I've not used one in the games yet. The entire army, apart from the Necromancer, was painted fully with contrast, so it's been a bit of an experimental painting. So yeah, we'll see how this comes out.
Hello, I'm Phil, and welcome to our prelude of Path to Glory. Today, I am taking the Kruleboyz out. They are the cunning side of the Aurochs. There is not a distraction happening behind the camera at all. So, today, I've got my leader is going to be a killer boss with a stab grot. So, the stab grot will lead the army, and of course, the killer boss is just the bodyguard, as we all know. He's going to take the Heroic Stature, command trait from the core books. He's getting +1 wound to himself, and he's taking the Amulet of Destiny to give himself a 5-up ward save for any kind of pesky shenanigans that might go on that the vampires throw at him. My battle line, I'm going to take a unit of 10 Gut Rippers, which are just box stand infantry. They've got the spears for the 2-inch reach, and I've got a unit of 3 Man Skewer Bolt Boys. They are the creme de la creme of the Kruleboyz that we have access to so far. And of course I've also got a Shaman who just takes his basic spell, because I'll probably be using his poisons and elixirs to buff up the venom encrusted weapons of the Kruleboyz. But yes, I see a Vargskir on the horizon, and it might dominate the battlefield, or it might be a pincushion. We'll have to find out. And that is 565 points of Kruleboyz, so I believe I'll get my triumph, which will be Bloodthirsty, Inspired, which is +1 to wound once per battle. Let's get to the game.
Battle plan, sudden assault. One force sweeps into the domain of the enemy, seeking to crush any who oppose them. Each player picks an army and they roll off. The winner chooses which player is the invader and which is the custodian. The battlefield roll off, the winner sets up the battlefield terrain features, and then the other players choose which of the longer edge of the battlefield is the northern edge. After the terrain features have been set up, starting with the player that won the roll-off, each player picks up one terrain feature and rolls on the mysterious terrain table to determine which scenery roll applies to the terrain feature during the battlefield.
The battlefield is divided into quarters as shown on the battle pack map. At the end of each of the battle rounds, each player scores 1 VP if they have more models in a quarter than their opponent, and you score 1 VP for each quarter that you control. And at the end of the battle, you score up the total amount of victory points between each players, and whoever has the most wins a major victory. And at the end of the battle, each friendly unit that is wholly within a quarter of the battlefield that has no enemy units wholly within that quarter gains 1 extra renown point, if we were playing a Path to Glory force. And here we are deployed for sudden assault. We've encountered some undead on our travels through this realm of Gar, on this path to glory, some might say. We've got 2 forces facing off against each other. We've got the forces of the undead and the Soulblight Gravelords, led by a vampiress and a necromancer. I almost called you Nick. Walk us through your deployment. I'm so used to it.
It's because I've not been here for that long.
I know,
right,
yeah.
So I've deployed the zombies as far forward as possible. Sadly, for some strange, unknown reason, Phil has cottoned onto the fact so he has deployed more than 21 inches away. That's fine. He is backed into a corner already.
Literally, yeah.
So I've deployed as far forward as I can there. The Vargskir, again, off to one flank. We're just using these counters at the moment for grave sites. The other ones will be making an appearance later. They might be still on my paint station. But for spells, I didn't mention it earlier, I'm taking...
Please hold the line caller.
Oh, and I didn't mention my artifact neither.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give, because we've taken Vicos Dynasty, I'm just going to nice and simply take an Ulfencarnian Phylactery.
Okay.
I like Curse City, so I'm going to take it.
I hear he likes curses and cities.
I'm going to take Spirit Gale on the Vampire Lord.
Yep.
And I'm going to take Fading Vigor on the Necromancer.
Excellent.
Hopefully popping that off at those, I don't know what they are, his crossbow wielders.
Yep.
Just to try to stop them shooting me, because, yes.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
My deployment, so as you can see, I've gone back over 21 inches away for absolutely no reason whatsoever that may have been disclosed in the army intros. We've got, my artifacts of power. I have no spell lord to choose from, but I guess he's got Flaming Weapon from the core book. Great. But he probably won't be using it. So we're just going to see how it goes, because Kev, as the invader, gets the choice of who goes first. So, Kev, I'll let him take his picture. Who's going first, sir?
Well, did say they're called zombies. We're coming at you.
Here we go. Zombies coming at you. So, Zombies turn 1. What's happened is I've gained 3 command points. I get 2 because I'm going second, and I gain an extra 1 because my general is alive and on the battlefield. Kev, because he is going first, gains 1, and 1 extra because his general is alive and on the battlefield. So, going into heroic actions, there's no battle tactics to worry about in this game mode. So, heroic actions, sir.
My general's going to fish for another command point.
There we go, on a 4+.
So we'll do that live.
Excellent.
I will quite cheerfully accept that.
Great, so 2 command points, but +1 that the Vampiress can use. And I will also fish for a command point with my I'll do it with Shaman, actually. No, I do not get an extra command point. Excellent, so now we'll go on some spells. Going into the hero phase proper, what's going on first?
So, Van Hel's on the zombies because it'll last till my next hero phase.
Yep.
So, here we go.
Ooh,
That'll do.
11.
11.
That goes off.
I think that doesn't just go off, my friend.
Ooh, no, it's not Law of the Necromancer. But
No.
good looking out though, because that would be insane. You can have that one because you rolled so high that I'm not going to try and stop that.
After a quick rules check, just double checking, yeah, that only goes off once. Not that I have another unit of zombies to work with anyway,
True.
but it's worth checking for future use.
Could be on the skeletons. What's next?
And just a Mystic Shield on there because I have a funny feeling you're going to try and snipe her off.
Well, you're not wrong. Well, you got good numbies, so I need a 10. Well, there we go.
The dice rolling is not bad this game,
there we
folks.
go.
Right, so we're going to go into the movement phase.
Yeah, coming up next.
Cool, so obviously I'm using the Vicross Dynasty, so I want to use the Operation Zoomies. Spore trackers at the beginning of the hero phase. The zombies do get a 3-inch move forward.
Excellent. Do they add to the 3-inch their move characteristic, or do they just move 3 inches?
It's just a 3-inch move as long as they're within 9 inches of the general.
Which they
on
are.
a board this size.
Great.
You're not getting out of there.
Yeah, that's
so I'll move them 3 inches, and then I'll move them their further move in the movement phase.
We'll incorporate all of the movement, and we'll show you where they end up.
Indeed. So I don't know where we've got the 21-inch charge from.
No.
So we've done the 3-inch move, followed by the 4-inch move.
Yep.
Then a 6-inch,
Pile in.
pilot. No, not piling. Movement 3.
Yep.
Then not a standard 4-inch move. Then the 6-inch.
Oh, forward to at the double. Sorry.
At the double.
So down to 1 CP.
And then it would be a 6-inch
Pile in.
pile-in. Now, I know somewhere along the line we've came up with where we can get 21 inches for, and we can't remember.
No, we can't.
So if anybody in the comments can get back to me, whether or not I'm cracking up here, because I might be, and just let us know, can you get zombies to move faster than 19 inches we got it to?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Because I swear we did. I mean, it is us doing math, so that could just mean all sorts of trouble. But yes, Kev did spend a command point. Will it be from the Vampiress's free command?
Yeah, might as well, because that's...
Nice, so stays at 2, and then we'll move them up and show you how they end up. So there we go, Necromancer running up next, moving 4 because he is running the Necromancer.
So Necromancer clearly doing his track and field at Route
Oh,
E.
yeah, absolutely.
Movement 5 plus 4.
Gosh, you've got your skull. And this is where the zombies ended up, guys, by the way.
He needs to still be within 3 inches of them, so yeah,
Absolutely fabulous.
he's just touching base there.
Then we'll move these guys.
The
Vampiress running 2, so she moves 8, I believe, with fly. So just nice and easy. Flies over there, getting in behind that bit of terrain.
now the big one. How close is that? Can you?
We'll have a measure it.
So the Vargskier again heading up quite quickly.
Being very aggressive, pinning me in though.
Well, and the skeletons again gonna just run
There we go. That's standard. So a whole 5 inches.
slow, inexorable more.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what word I was trying to get out there.
Inexorable?
That yeah,
I don't know.
they're coming at you.
You know what? They're marching forward.
End of the movement phase, skeletons moved over just into this table quarter.
Yep.
Again, that gives me that table quarter for the points.
Yep.
My zombies actually outnumber his entire army, so at the moment I'm claiming that one.
Absolutely.
And because I've still got 2 models hanging at the back, at the moment I have total board domination.
It's pretty great
And
for him.
Shooting phase, that was nice.
Nice.
Charge phase, however, the Vargskier is coming at you.
He does need an 11. We have measured it up. Oh, I need to do something at the start of the charge phase. Bear with, guys. At the start of the charge phase, you are within 12 of my Gut Ripper unit, so I'm going to use my scare tactics, lads. So what I do is I roll 2d6 and add 1 for each 5 models I have in the unit. If I equal to or exceed your bravery, you are -1 to hit them because they bash your shields together. Like, you know how in Isengard they're stamping the spears into the ground? Kind of a bit like that. Let's have a look. Goes up to a 9, your bravery 10, so you're not -1 to hit that unit.
However, can we get what we need?
Let's do it. Need an 11. Wait, where? 3d6 charge. Oh, that's tasty. Is that...
Did I neglect to mention the 3D?
Oh, sir. Ouch. Okay, I did not expect that. But you failed, so...
Yes, with the...
Spending a CP?
Yeah,
So reroll that?
yeah, I will.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's do it up. So it goes down to 1 CP remaining.
You know how you were like ranting how quick they were earlier before the game? He's like, it's super fast, I'm super fast. I'm like, yeah, he is, movement 10, 3d6 charge. And I'm like, I think somebody...
He's neglected the 3d6 charge. There we... It actually is a 10-inch charge.
The words Phil is looking said cannot be used on YouTube.
No, it's
however, it's a fast army.
It's a very fast army.
And it's undead.
Yeah, it's true. Let's move him in and then get some dice and pile in. In he goes, crashing into the lines.
Now
didn't take my scare tactics.
Will we find out if he's going to be as big and as bad as we think he's going to be? Or is he about to run into a spear wall?
Oh, I will spend a CP, sir, to unleash hell. So I'll go down to 2 CP remaining. So it has to be a unit within 9 of the charging unit, and I'm going to turn and fire bolts as the Vargsgear charges in. There we go. So here we go. I've got 6 attacks because they're unleashing hell on the Vargsgear. I'm -1 to hit. I have to use hasty shot, so I'm hitting on 5s. But 6s are 2 mortals because of venom encrusted weapons. So you take 2 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. Okay, cool. And you have a ward against this?
I do.
Take 1.
Oh, well, it's a 5 and a 3, so we go to the Vargsgear. It does indeed have a 5+ shrug.
So you take 1 damage.
Yep. Thankfully, there's none of those. Yes, we'll leave that one alone for now. But yeah, no, 5+ shrug. I'll take that. So I take 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage.
Down to 7 wounds.
Cool. Going into the combat phase, the Vargsgear is going to attack my Kruleboyz. I am spending 1 CP, going down to 1 remaining for all-out defense on my lads. So let's get into the attacks. What's first?
So we'll start with the Talons, range 2-inch, 4 attacks, 3s and 3s.
Sweet.
So coming at ya.
Okay, 3 hits.
I'll take that. 3s again. That's not bad.
3 wounds, -1.
3 wounds, -1, 2 damage.
So 5 up save because of +1, -1. I make 1. I make 1, so that's 4 damage in the pool. All right, so the 2 damage piece. Then what's next?
Gaping Mort.
Gaping Mort.
So 1 attack, 3, 2.
Yep. Ooh.
So hits.
Hits. Yep. Wounds on a.
Wounds on a 2.
Nice. Wounds. -2, so I get a 6 up save against this one. I fail it.
D3, always
D3.
between. Oh,
So that's 5 damage total. No, sorry, I can miscount. That's 9 damage total from the Vargsgear, 4 from the claws, and 5 damage. I can't count. I'll show you how many ones die.
We'll check back on the thing.
Yeah. Carving a bloody swath through the Kruleboyz, but now it's their turn to pile in and attack. So here we go, I've piled in the Kruleboyz, getting their spears ready. I've got 15 attacks coming in at the Vargsgear. I'm hitting on 4s, you've got no minuses, and 6 are mortal wounds instead of damage. So here we go. So you're only taking one mortal wound, and we're looking at 4, 5, 6 hits.
That could have gone a lot worse for me.
Oh,
that
yes.
could have gone a lot worse.
We're wounding on 4s, so we're 2 saves and 1 mortal wound.
Well, all the saves are the same. Roll dice for each wound allocated or mortal wound to this model.
So 2 armor saves.
Do you have any rend?
No.
Okay. Probably won't bring the camera in. So 5+
Armor?
Yep, 5+ armor.
Okay. So then 2 5-up ward saves. You take 2 damage, down to 5 remaining on the Vargsgear. Very cool. So after that bloody brutal display of combat, it is the end of the turn. There's no points scored yet because we score at the end of the battle round. I do have a bravery. I will spend my last command point from either my general or the shaman to auto-pass an inspiring presence, the Kruleboy unit. Whoo, it's terrifying. Okay, so we'll be back at the start of Gut Rippers / Kruleboyz turn 1. So, at the start of the hero phase, I've got no battle tactics to pick, but my heroic action, it is my gut killer boss's finest hour. So he will get +1 to wound and +1 to save for this turn only, because he's a boss. He's going to kick some ass, hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Next, going into the hero phase proper, I know exactly what I'm doing. The shaman is going to use poisons and elixirs, and more specifically poisons, to put onto this unit of Manskewer Bolt Boys make their venom encrusted weapons go off on a 5+ and a 6+ instead of just a 6+. So lots of mortal wounds, hopefully going to be coming at the Vargsgear or some other tasty targets, but we'll be back with movement coming up next. So at the start of the movement phase, this guy's going to kick it all off and just stay outside of 3 of the Vargsgear and basically just get ready to charge in and hopefully do some damage. Cool, moving on to these fellows. Well, the Shaman is actually just going to move over 5. My movement phase is going to be very quick. It's going to move over 5, just obviously outside of 3. The Potgrot will follow, and then these fellows are actually going to move back.
They are moving.
They are moving.
Okay, so interesting.
They'll have to use Hasty Shot.
Interesting choice.
But I think this is the better option because keep outside of range of zombies.
You're playing for time, I understand.
Absolutely. And that's the movement done. So, start of the shooting phase. I've only got one thing to shoot. These Manskewer Bolt boys are going to fire everything into the Vargsgear. Well, there's many reasons, Kev. One is you're killing me. So I'm going to spend a CP for all-out attack, going down to 0, so I get +1 to hit. And here we go. Roll it up. I'm looking for 5s and 6s though. Okay, so that is
not a bad roll.
6 mortal wounds.
Oof.
And this is 2 hits because of the +1 to hit.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. No wounds. Okay, fine. But that's 6 mortal wounds going through on the Vargsgear.
What's the AP? Oh, the range, sorry?
And this is just mortal wounds. So on to your ward save.
So 6, did you say?
6, yep. Ouch. Yeah, they're badass.
They're a bit mean. However,
Not bad.
I'm going to re-roll that 5 for argument's sake.
Sure.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Down to 2.
He's not doing too badly.
He's holding his own.
I mean, it's a shame you're out to like stab him a lot, but still.
It's true. That is going to happen. That is going to happen. Speaking of which, let's do some charges.
Come at me, bro.
Here we go. Just got the one. He gets in with authority.
Funny that.
Jump around there. And his Stabgrot's going to join.
Yeah,
and we'll just go straight into it. Because why not?
Joys of small games, we can do this all
I know, this is great. I can just kind of roll with it. So I haven't used this guy, but he's got 4 attacks with his Boss Hacker. He hits on 3s, 6s are 2 mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends. So we're looking at 4 mortal wounds and 1 hit. Wounds on a 3, 1 save at -1. So which you fail, so that's 6 damage total including the mortals.
So going straight in here. Oh, he
faltered.
He's a rug. He is a rug.
He's a rug.
It's a stinky rug, but he's a rug nonetheless.
Then we'll come back with the end of the turn. Has the boss just earned his name for the Path to Glory campaign? Something to do with Vargsgear and Slayer of Beasts.
Rug taker.
Rug taker. Rug maker. That could be used so out of context. So at the end of the turn, so Kev is... okay, we'll have to count the zombies in my territory here. I definitely take this one, I think.
Do you?
We'll have to count them up.
We'll
I might take this one.
I think, yeah.
And we'll have to count up how many zombies are in my quarter. But Kev is definitely getting 1, 2, potentially 3. So we'll be back with the score in a second.
Where are we at?
At the end of this battle round, I gain a hefty 1 point for controlling this quarter here. But Kev controls this quarter because zombies are cool, this quarter because the skeletons have made the mark, and then of course his home quarter because there's the vampiress or a couple of skeletons in there. So 3 points to Kev, 1 point to myself and the Kruleboyz. We're back with the priority roll for turn 2. Priority roll. Kev wins ties.
This one matters.
Okay. Yeah.
Sucks to be fair.
It is
and
nice.
we're going down here. I just want to...
Brevity's sake, fair enough.
So let me think about this. I think... Just think...
Long and hard, yeah. Thinking long and hard.
Separate subject. Well, that's getting cut.
Yeah.
So let me think of... It's not. Right. In so many ways, it's not. Right. I'm going to take the turn because,
Just makes sense, right? Let's go on with Hero Phase Turn 2, Soulblight Gravelords.
And I'm back. So Operation Zombies has totally failed because sadly the two of the zombies have wandered a little too far forward. These two morons here.
Yep.
So that's going to cost me 3 inches of movement on them. However, to be fair, 4 inch movement, 6 inch
run,
and
a 6 inch pile in. Still pretty great.
Probably is actually not going to happen though, because you can only affect every unit with one
One command ability?
One command ability.
Oh no, per phase.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, per phase.
Okay, in which case the edge shouldn't be a problem.
So, your heroic action?
My heroic actions will be, let's throw some spells out. So we'll start with the Necromancer, who's...
No, heroic actions at the start of the phase. So
yes.
Generate CP
Yes.
on a 4+. And who is that with?
That will be with the Vampire.
Vampiress. And I will also try the same with my Killer Boss on a 4+. Nope, fails again. Well, fair enough. And there's also one thing I have to do in the start of your hero phase, which is quite cool. I'm going to go down CP, go down to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to use Rally onto my Kruleboy units.
Very
so
cool.
I roll a dice for each model that's missing, which is currently 3, and on a 6, that model will return.
That's nice.
So just to see if I can get one back. I do not, but it was worth a shot.
Okay.
So we're going to the hero phase proper with some spell casting.
So we're going to start the hero phase. Well, not start the hero. We'll have some spells.
Yes.
So my Necromancer. Oddly enough, Van Hell's on the zombies.
Oh, gets it with a 10. I will try and stop this one.
Funny that.
I do need an 11 though, but we'll try it up. Nope, failed. No. Van Hels goes off without a hitch.
And I'm going to be throwing Spirit Gale out.
Yep.
We did double check this earlier. It is in range.
Hitch both these units. Which one would you like to target?
Which one's got the lowest bravery?
Definitely these lads, the Gut Rippers.
In that case, I'll be going for them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's
Come on, more than a 9 would be nice.
Let's have a look.
Oh,
Nice. That's gonna fire twice. And
Yeah.
it can be at the same target or different targets. That's
Right.
pretty tasty.
So I'm going to fire that off straight away because it's that roll minus your leadership is mortal wounds.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm going to. I will.
That's insane.
Let's roll that out.
Let's read it out. Yeah.
Spirit Gale has a casting value of 5, not a
Yes.
problem. If
Yep.
the successfully cast, pick one enemy unit within 18 inches of the caster that is visible to them and roll 2d6.
There we go.
So it's cast, so yeah, we've got to go again.
Okay.
However, I will be casting this spell out twice.
Yes, let's do the first one. How many mortal wounds does it do?
I'll take 10.
It does 5 mortal wounds so far.
Yep.
So, interesting. That's an interesting point. Get back to me.
Okay.
So, here we go. So that's the first one. Basically, what I was checking is if you could, because if the spell effects resolve, if I could take models that are the second resolution of the spell, would it still be in range? There was no way I could take enough models for it to be out of range for the second spell because Kev cast it on a 9+. So here we go again, more damage.
So again, just on their bravery.
Yeah.
Not as good a roll, but still.
Still 2, so that's going to kill this fellow because it's 2 mortal wounds.
And that makes a big difference.
Look how many are left.
So,
Here we go.
so
Nice.
far we've got the extra attack off on them.
Yep.
And that was just beautiful, I'm not going to lie. That was more than I could have hoped for.
That was insane. Okay, we'll be back with movement coming up next. So, going on to the movement phase.
So we're going to at the double on the zombies again.
Using the free CP from the Vampiress.
So that gives me a 10-inch move. I'm going to stay
Outside of 3, and we'll show you where they end up. So at the end of the movement phase, you can see the zombies have swarmed forward with character support behind, both running. We did spend a CP on the zombies to at the double, and the skeletons have done the truffle shuffle.
There's a reason for this. They're currently holding both board quarters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not very exciting.
No.
But
Needs to be
they're
done.
holding it. At the end of the day, I'm putting a lot of eggs into the baskets with the zombies here.
Yeah, of course.
They've got the +1 attack on them already from the Necromancer. Who's,
Yep, fight twice.
fight twice. The Vampire Lord's going to give them an extra attack.
Yep.
So yeah, let's see what happens.
Here we go. On to the charge phase. There are no charges, unless you want to charge your vampire in.
Can't run.
So it's just your pick to swing, so the zombies will pile in and get some dice.
So naturally, the Vampire Lord has dropped a CP to pop Crimson Feast on the zombies, giving them that much loved +1 attack.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
I am going to spend a CP to all-out defense my leader. I might be, because of the mortal wounds, but I think I'm going to do it going down to 1 CP remaining. So there are 26 attacks for the first volley coming in at the Lord, and there are 10 attacks coming in at the Gut Rippers. So here we go.
so obviously I'm going to be fishing for 6s here because mortal wounds are going to make the difference.
Oh yeah, of course.
So hitting on 5s, but looking for 6s.
Sweet.
Okay,
Here we go.
Whew, I'll get rid of it.
8 mortal wounds.
And 5 hits.
And 3 hits.
3 hits, sorry. And the hits... Oh, look, one of them even wounded.
So 2 up save, armor save, which I make, but then I've got 3, 6, 7, 8 ward saves because of the Amulet of Destiny. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a 5 up ward. I take
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6.
So I've got 1 wound left because of heroic stature. The second round will kill him,
Yeah.
but I've got 1 wound left for now. Excellent. There's the roll to hit for the 10 attacks onto the Kruleboyz. There are 3 mortal wounds so far and 2 hits.
And 2 hits.
Yep.
And yeah, it's back to the mortal wounds again.
So 3, so that's going to kill 1 and put 1 down to 1 wound remaining. Yeah, that's going to be a hefty battle shock for them today. So what we'll do is we'll attack my lord before he goes down, and then the Kruleboyz will die. Here we go, so the killer boss. So we've got 4 attacks. This is 3s and 3s, 2 damage piece with -1 rend. I've lost the actual card for him, but here it is. Here we go. Okay, so that's 2 mortal wounds and then 3 hits. And that's 1 wound, which you don't get a save. So that's 4 damage from the main lord.
Hang on, so 4 saves because of my grave sites. And nothing.
Nothing. Okay, so 4 damage, but then we've got the true damage dealer, the prized Shiv from the Stab Grot. 3 attacks, 4s to hit. 2 hits, what a legend. 1 wound, 1 more ward save. Huzzah, he got 1! The Stab Grot did get 1.
You know what we forgot?
What did we forget?
Other than my atrocious camera usage, obviously we killed the kill boy with mortal wound from a zombie.
That will be the end of the combat phase.
Cool. Been a while.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so I'm just trying to hold all these dice here to...
Oh, look at all my dice I can't hold.
Oh, he did.
Oh, well, I mean, Amulet of Destiny.
Well, let's have a look. So, you know, for all... I'm just going to, like...
We're doing live. This is insane.
Okay, there's his mortal wounds. I'm just going to get the ones that hit, which is always negligible.
Got 1 there, sir.
Oh, okay, thank you. And these are to wound.
So we got 1 2 up save. I kind of hope this kills him.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. No. Okay. So the Stab Grot will take 1 of these wounds, and on a 6 he doesn't die.
Okay, cool.
On a 1 to 5 he does.
Fair play.
Okay, the Stab Grot does fall.
He'll be back.
He'll be back and in greater numbers. So the Stab Grot does falter, and then I've got 8 more ward saves again. 4, 8 ward saves.
There's no
5
such
up.
thing as overkill.
Come on, Amulet of Destiny! His destiny was to die, but good effort. Yeah, he does falter and go down. Okay, and then we've got 12 attacks coming in at the old Gut Rippers.
4, 6,
so I'm just going to do this all in one
10,
clip.
12.
It's a visceral combat.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, that's 3. That'll do it. That'll kill off the unit. My forces are a-dwindling.
And then bringing them back from mortal wounds, which was...
So you killed 5 Kruleboyz and then 1 boss. So 2 pluses.
I feel neglected for the killer boy, the little dude, because I think he's awesome and still one of the best models there is. But
He's awesome, he really is. You gain 4 zombies. Oh yeah, plus the boss,
No,
5 zombies.
no, he's now mine.
Well, yeah, we'd say it's the Stab Grot that you bring back, 'cause it's counted as 1 model. Would you even like to use him just as a zombie in your army?
Yeah. Well, he's not actually dead, he's just pretending.
Yeah, that's how he lives. Excellent, cool. And then we'll add 4 more zombies back to the unit, as well as the Stab Grot.
I'll go and grab some.
That is the end of the turn. It's looking thin on the ground, but I've still got a Shaman and some Bolt Boys, which I'm probably going to try and unload on a Vampire. But we're going to turn 2 for Kruleboyz.
That's
coming up.
1 dead vampire.
Potentially.
I've brought the zombies back over here, which is Chain Gang, so he's got a save.
Yep.
Which means that he's pretty safe.
Yeah, definitely.
Unfortunately,
Vampiress might
is not.
be. Yeah. So we'll be back with Hero Phase coming up. So, start of the hero phase, I've got to pick a heroic action. I think it's my Shaman's Finest Hour. So he gets +1 to save and +1 to wound. We both gain the CP, so I'm up to 2, Kev's up to 2.
Yep.
So that's cool. And then we'll go into the actual hero phase proper, which will be he will give poisons to the unit of the Manskewer Bolt Boys. So they're going to be mortal wounding on 5s and 6s instead of just 6s. And that's my hero phase. Let's do movement.
Going in, we're going to go hard and fast.
Hell yeah. So here we go. 5-inch move on the Bolt Boys because they want to get within 12 of the Vampiress for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And then the Shaman is going to scooch round. It's 5 inches to stay outside of 3. And then we'll go straight on to the shooting phase. We're going to do it all in one. We've got 6 shots from these fellows. I'm just going to double check range, but they should be absolutely fine. Yep. So I'm going to spend a CP going down to 1 for all-out attack because you're -1 to hit because of Lookout, sir. So I'm back to hitting on 4s, but 5s and 6s are mortal wounds.
Go on.
Here we go. Okay, so we're looking at 4 mortal wounds, but only 1 hit. Wounds on a 3. It does wound with a -1, so you go to a 4-up save.
Okay, coming in with the save.
Yep. Oh, you make it. So 4 mortal wounds. Then.
However, I am within 12 inches of a grave.
Ward save.
Yeah, that stings.
That's 4 damage. 1 wound remaining left on the vampiress. Nice.
Ouch.
Oof.
Okay.
So, going to the charge phase. This is a 10-inch charge. I want to try and at least kill the vampire lady.
Go big or go home.
No, I will spend my last CP to re-roll that.
Fair play.
Down to 0. No, they failed.
No,
they know better than their idiot commander. And then the shaman's going to charge in, because why not? You can attack twice. You can pile in anyway. It doesn't matter, so I will just charge in. 7-inch. So in he goes. He's going to get around there. And then he's going to swing at you.
Come at me.
I will try.
How many attacks you got?
2 with his bog bark staff.
Okay.
So this is 3s and 3s. So here we go. 2 hits.
Nice.
Oh, that's 2d3 mortal wounds. So take 3 mortal wounds, sir.
We're coming in with the... No.
So 2 die.
2 die.
And then the backup stabber from the pot grot.
I did wonder if he did anything. Come on.
He hits once.
Yep.
He doesn't wound.
So take 2 out.
Just 2 zombies falter and then they get to swing back.
So drop another CP just to give another 1 attack to the zombies, because why not?
Yep, did that before they piled in because they were wholly within 12. So going down to 1 CP for Kev.
So
that's 24 attacks coming in at the poor shaman. 10, and as you can see,
12,
this absolute
14,
traitor
16, 18.
shiv in the back, covering up as a fellow zombie. Absolute madness.
He's a survivor.
Yes, he is.
You know, the zombies aren't onto him, he's doing alright.
Yeah, absolutely. Covered in the blood of his boss, he is blending in nicely.
And that's actually a whiff. That is a sizable whiff.
That is 1 mortal wound, and we're looking at 3-4 hits.
Yeah, that's
okay.
That was a whiff.
Yeah, okay. So we're looking at 1 arm save.
And my money on that mortal wound came from him at the back.
Absolutely. He just shiv in the back. So the armor save, I fail, and then I've got the mortal wound and the normal damage. What am I right? I don't have a ward. So that's 2 wounds down, that's 4 wounds left on the shaman. And then pile in an attack again. You'll probably get a few more in this time.
Yeah, well, I'm...
Okay, so piled in, so there's more attacks. So let's roll it up, see what happens.
That's, he's dead.
That's a spicy meatball. That was a 6, dude. But he's dead anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Shaman goes down, and the pot grot falls as well. Actually, no, roll on a 2+.
And 2+ for the
killing
shaman.
The shaman. The pot grot is now also in the ranks of the zombies.
I mean, we could play this through, but I think we all see what's about to happen.
Absolutely. We'll play it out. We'll roll for turn 3, because might as well. It's a path to glory. It's a bit of fun.
I think somebody wants to kill my vampire.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Or try to happen if I win this priority. Oh! Thank you for the assistance on the dice knock.
Bye.
Literally, there's one thing I'm going to do in this turn, and that is shoot the vampire. I will move, because just in case I need to charge her, I'm going to do it all live. Here's the 6 dice. It's only on 6s now, though, that you'll get the mortals.
Yeah.
I'm hitting on 4s with hasty shot. Okay, so we've got 2 hits and 2 mortals, and the 2 wounds. So 2 saves at 4+, because of -1. Oh, nice. So only 2 mortals. She's dead. Okay. And then I'm going to charge your necromancer.
Go for it.
A 6 probably won't get in. I need to check if they have a champion to see if I can re-roll that. Thus ends the Kruleboyz' turn. Because they do not have a champion, I cannot re-roll that with the CPs. Kev will have 3, I have 2. There was no heroic actions for me to do. Oh, actually, to be fair, I've completely... Kev, your heroic action, would you have recovered the vampire? Would you have done heroic recovery?
Yeah, which would have
roll
gone...
2 dice. 9, so you'd heal D3. So if you heal more, you only heal 1.
No,
and I did 2 wounds.
Yep.
That does seal the deal.
Yep.
Going into your turn 3, sir, and we'll do it quick up.
Not a problem. Literally, the army is going to respond in a I've got enough victory points, so I don't need to worry about anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gained 4 probably at the end of that turn. I gained none, so yeah, no problem at all.
So all we're going to do... Oh, hero phase.
Hero phase, heroic action. Is it your necromancer's finest hour?
No, it is not. He's a bit useless, to be fair.
Absolute useless? Van Hel, sir. Van Hel.
Well, sadly, Van Hel's has only... Oh, it's 18 inches. Yeah, they're in range, aren't they?
Easily.
Oh, well. Van Hel's. Here we go. Yep, no,
Gets
you're
it.
having it. Okay, so
There
that'll
we
be, just in case you're wondering. Yeah,
Nice.
so they'll be coming round. I have, my general is no longer alive.
I don't have my heroic action. I have no heroes. So I
Okay,
cannot
so-
heroic action. So done the spell, done the heroic action. So we'll just go on to
Movement, they're just going to shuffle forward 4 inches.
Yeah,
These
just
guys
get
are
outside
also
3.
going to shuffle forward 4.
We'll see how they all end up.
Yeah, okay then. Skeletons are going to stay at the back and just keep milking points, and
Zombies have done zombie things.
zombies have shuffled forward a little quicker.
They did run, so they'll just pile in their 6.
Now they've got 2 little sneaky survivors in
Yeah,
there.
absolutely, just chilling out in the back there.
And then they're going to consolidate. Well,
Yeah, they will
consolidate them.
pile in. Do the skeletons want to roll a charge, or are they just going to consolidate their points of what they're getting?
They're quite happy where they are. I think the zombies should be able to kill them.
I agree. So let's pile in the zombies.
So, 15 attacks coming at you. No vampire to buff them, but attacking twice, and there you go.
Well, that's 2 dead.
Straight
then-
off the bat.
Yep. And then 3 hits.
I missed the third one there. And
No wounds. So that's
So-
2 dead, so that'll leave 1 alive. Just roll some dice
I mean,
for your
the-
second.
the-
I suppose I get an attack back. I guess I should do it.
do it. Do it.
So I get 2 attacks, 4s and 4s.
Does he spot one of the little goblins and he's lost his...
He does hit.
He hits it.
Don't still have poisons on, I don't believe. Then
He
doesn't wound. He went to stab and thought,
I mean-
oh, little guy, you've survived, and then died.
I'm going to estimate that this amount of zombies died
There we go.
here.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. That does it. And in all honesty, good sir, I will extend the hand.
I mean,
good game.
that was...
Woo.
That was rude. We can come back up. That army list works.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, 600 points of goodness.
Yeah, I mean, also just for argument's sake as well, the army gets bigger. The zombies are now
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
the
100%.
vampire is currently being staked to the ground, and the necromancer
Yes.
is trying to pull these massive bits of wood out of her. Or
yeah.
he might just take charge. Who knows?
That's true.
So yeah,
true.
there is another option I've had for the army, which is an idea.
Yeah. So this was a little prelude to our Path to Glory game that's coming up. I very much enjoyed it. It's all narrative. It's all a bit of fun. So we won't go too heavily into a post game, but we know zombies are great with vampire and necromancer support. And Kruleboyz, I need a battle tome, please. GW goes up for pre-order today, so I should get that done. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Good game. I kind of wasn't planning on filming this. It was just like, shall we just film it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. It's a practice game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe. It does really help the channel out. And of course, there is a Patreon if you did want to go the extra mile. But I think that's all from me. How about yourself, Kev? Anything to add?
Loved it. Varg, we both didn't realise just that. that was obscene. And in a smaller game, yeah, it did dominate. Zombies, only 20 of them, and those 20 zombies were rude.
That's fine for this power of game. No more, please, sir. No more zombies.
I might have 1 or 2 more painted.
That's fair.
Which
yes, times
controversially
times 40.
No, there's 60 zombies actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's more on the way.
Absolutely.
If I can just summon the willpower to paint even more. We'll see.
You'll definitely see these guys in 1500, 2000 point games on the channel soon. Yeah, I don't know when, but it definitely will be within the next few months, I would have thought. Yeah, are you thinking next few months?
I've got a couple of things left to paint.
Okay, so less time than that.
Yeah, the joy of this army's been, it's nearly all been done with pure contrast
Awesome.
as a personal challenge.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to getting them out into bigger games.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
We look forward to having you, sir. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Until next time, happy wargaming. Peace.